All right, what is happening, everybody? 9:02 Saturday night. What's happening, party people? Yeah, I am. This is what happens when you train for Ironman. It's Saturday night, and I'm sitting here. I just took an Epsom salt bath, and I'm talking to the internet on a Saturday night, just hanging out. Me, my dog, Epsom salt baths. That's how it rolls. Nikki, what's up? Um, Yeah, I titled this event "Taper Commences," and technically it probably starts Monday because Howard, what's up, brother? Um, yeah, Monday. Monday's when the taper really starts. I have a hour and a half run tomorrow. It's Saturday night. What are you guys doing in here right now? Shouldn't you be out clubbing or hitting some kind of festival? Yeah, yesterday was Friday night, and my Friday night was very similar to my Saturday, although I didn't come on here. We're 15 days out. I missed 16 days. I apologize for that. And so Friday night, I went to the pool. How's that one? Not bad, huh? Living large. Living, people keep going out of the room. It's hilarious. I mean, if it's Saturday night and you're clicking on this, what else do you have to do? Besides just hang out in this room and watch me babble about training for Ironman and so anyway, Friday night I did the pool. I did a run in the afternoon and then a pool session last night. Lance, what's happening? Oh, you got a sprint tomorrow. Is this nervous energy, or you just can't sleep now, or what's going on? I wanted to give a shout out to everybody doing Maine and Traverse City tomorrow too. We have a lot of athletes at both places, or some athletes, I guess. Nikki's watching the Miami Gators football game. Miami, Florida. But either way, that doesn't work. So Florida versus Miami. Yeah, I was watching that for a little while too. I gotta say, not a big fan of the turnover chain. Sorry if that's your team. To start out the college football season with the focus on the football or the turnover chain, I think is the wrong message to be sending to our youth. Just because, and it's not because of the chain. I just don't like the hype. I just want to play ball, Oh, that's right, you're a Husker. You know what I mean? It's sort of how I am about baseball stats and all this weird stuff that they're going for the home runs and the launch angle and all that stuff. The turnover chain kind of fits in that category for me. It's just hype. Can we just play football and watch? Anyway, so Friday night, I was at the pool, and my buddy, who was a runner before I was a runner, and I always thought he was nuts, and he used to run a lot and everything like that. He lived in Nashville for 1 year. He came down here, tried to do some things in the music business, and we used to like Friday nights. We were so lame that we would work out or go to the Y or something like that, and we'd call it Friday Night Losers Club. So I was at Friday Night Losers Club last night. Let me tell you, the Y is pretty busy on Friday nights. I think it's just people that aren't really into hitting the bar scene or hitting downtown Nashville. But it was pretty hopping. I was right there, Friday Night Loser of the week, and swimming away, loving it. Today I plan on going to the Trace at 6 a.m. because of the onslaught of non-ending heat deflation that has been part of my life for the last month and a half or 2 months. But I happened to look at the app last night, and it said it was going to be kind of cool all morning in the 80s. And so I delayed my ride to 8 o'clock because I don't fall asleep that early. So I got a little extra sleep, took it easy, no rush, went out to the Trace, threw down 4 hours in my new crushing iron speed top, I guess it is, with the tri-top with the sleeves. And I got to say, it was pretty sweet. I actually loved it. And I didn't have a brick schedule, but I got off the bike and ran for like 15 minutes just to see how the running and the sleeves would feel. And I think it's all right. It was getting hot then. And that's my biggest fear is I'm used to running kind of without a shirt in this heat. But I think once it's in Madison, it'll be 80 degrees or something. Phil, 2 weeks. Yeah, well, 2 weeks. Yeah, starting tomorrow. I guess it is 2 weeks. And yeah, tomorrow will be my last long run. And then I'll just start noodling away at 30 minutes and 15s and 20s, whatever coach wants me to do. But yeah, the speed suit was pretty good. Phil, did you get one of those? You put that out there. You have the one piece though. I have the two piece. And I just wore the top today on the bike and ran with it. And I think I might be rolling with that thing. But anyway, so here we are, Saturday Night Losers Club. I don't care. I've got all that stuff out of my system for the most part. I'm just kind of hanging. The fabric's great, so cooling. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it was kind of cool. It was a little nippy when I started this morning, and it felt, like it gave me that extra, just a tad bit of warmth. But as the day progressed, I was not hot by any means. And, I keep thinking, as I'm on the course, I'll be dumping water, even if it is cool out there, and it'll keep the fabric a little cold or cooler, and it'll keep my body cooler, I suppose. And I guess that's what happens on the run. And as of now, I'll probably actually run in it. Maybe I'll even run in it tomorrow on that long run and see how it feels. But so far, so good. I don't know about the visor. I'll probably be hatless up there if you're looking for me with the flashy new kit. Hard to miss those, Phil. You're going to be standing out like a rock star. But yeah, so running tomorrow and then the taper hits. So what do we do during our taper? We just get all of our business taken care of. And I think immediately starting Monday, in fact, I've already started kind of packing. Just little things like extra socks and tubes. And I'm just trying to get all that stuff straight. I'll probably just start packing because I'm actually leaving about a week early, heading to my parents. And I'll be, it's that travel, that 9-hour drive, settle in, get used to the new latitude. And I think that I don't think you need to get there a week early, but I do think coming in a little early, that's why I think it is good to get there on Thursday for sure for something like this, because, it's just that way you got a time to sort of settle in and take care of everything and then just relax. Because that's the big part. You don't want to be running around all the time, like doing live podcasts and stuff like that. Oh, wait, that's what we're doing. But no, I'm looking forward to that. That's Friday morning. That's my off day. I won't have anything really going on. I'll be checked in Thursday. All the stuff will be ready. Friday, I'll do a little ride. Saturday, the day before, I'll do a little ride. Maybe a little swim. Yeah, man, I was looking at my taper piece, and that last week's got pretty minimal running in it, which I think is kind of awesome. Yeah, because one of my athletes, he's having a little knee problems. He's had awesome training all the way through and been solid as a rock, and now his knee's kind of bothering him. And he thinks it's probably I'm hoping. I guess hoping it's the IT band, and I'm just like, dude, we're at the point now where that fitness, you just got to kind of trust it. It's better to, give that thing a little bit of a break. And if it doesn't hurt you on the bike, which it doesn't, just kind of get some riding in and some swimming and just stay in good shape. And then hope it all comes together on race day. But I'm trying to think what else is going on here. I don't know if I had any revelations. Friday Night Losers Club. Swimming. Yeah, swimming's feeling pretty good. Again, we always talk about just swimming to, make it non-eventful sort of thing. And my big thing now is I really do want to get to the lake a couple times, and mainly just to work on sighting because I think that straight line is huge for time. I've seen people swim that 400 or 500 extra meters in a race, and it's like I've never checked my watch, but I guarantee you I've swam at least 200 or 300 extra meters on these races before. So especially something like Wisconsin, where it's not straight downstream like Louisville or Chattanooga, Wisconsin, you can kind of get kind of wanky on the sighting. Anyway, it's a little tough to sight just because there's no real landmarks. That's the hard part. You see, you're on the buoys, and the buoys for me are on the opposite side of my breath, which shouldn't really matter a ton because I'm not really sighting when I breathe, but it's kind of one of those things where you kind of like it. And I would traditionally just swim inside the buoy line until I got to the corner. But there's been a trend among kayakers in the races I've been doing lately where they will perpendicularly sit on the inside of the buoys to kind of make it so you can't go inside, which I don't quite understand. Unless it's giving you advantage, which it isn't in something like this, but maybe on the river swims there's a different thing. They did that at Louisville last year, and I think I've seen it. Last two times I did Louisville, that happened actually. They won't let you go on the inside on the way back down towards the exit. But anyway, so I want to get some open water in this week. Hopefully, at least a couple, just to kind of get the feel for it and get some sighting. Get my neck going. I've been trying to do that a little bit in the pool. I got to tell you, man, I got a bike fit earlier this year, and it's the first one I've had in probably 3 or 4 years. And he kind of dialed me in. My neck used to really, really bother me, my shoulders. And it's kind of different. It helps. It really helps. And I think that's a huge piece of the swim. You don't sight a lot while you're practicing, but you in the race, you end up sighting a ton, and then all of a sudden your neck's like, what the hell were you just doing to me right there? I've never felt that in at least a year. So then you get out, and then you got to kind of be that arrow guy all the whole time. So so I was actually thinking about arrow a lot today because I practice a lot in it, but when I'm climbing, I just feel smoother. I mean, I've been climbing in arrow just to get stronger in arrow, but I don't necessarily know how much I'm going to climb these hills in arrow up there. I mean, I know there will be some, but like if it's a getting a small ring and climb situation, I'll probably be up, just because it feels a lot easier for me. And isn't that the point? I don't think climbing these hills is going to make a whole lot of difference. Some the ones where you're kind of trying to carry them with your momentum, that'll make a difference in arrow. But if you got to get into that low ring and that small gear and just climb, I think I'll be up a lot, and I think that might be good for my body and energy. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. But other than that, tomorrow I gotta get some stuff done around the house, and then I'm gonna run. I think later in the afternoon. I don't play it by ear. It's all up by ear. I'm kind of that Cody Beals thing. He was talking about how he kind of gets up and decides what he's going to do that day based on how he feels. He wrote about that for his Ironman training. I thought that was really interesting because that's sort of how I've been doing it forever. Kind of like if I don't feel it in the morning, it sucks because then all of a sudden you got it weighing over you all day, and then if I go out later in the day, then I might feel good, but I've always had it in the back of my mind. It's not done. So ultimately, I think that's a good thing too. So anyway, good luck in the sprint tomorrow, Lance, if you're still around. Good luck to everybody at Traverse City and Maine and all the other races tomorrow. And check in on the Crushing Iron podcast. I am Mike, and Coach Robbie is my co-host. And we're every Monday and Thursday coming in on 300. And 300 will be our live recording to tape, possibly Facebook Live from Madison on Friday before the race. So with that, I'm going to head up to clean up and go to bed. All right. Thanks for checking in. I'll see you guys later.